Hello to our loyal viewers. We are coming live again. It's another Monday. It's another fun day, and we are coming strong and charged after the weekend to talk more about the intimacy, about the love, and how passion unscripted really touches all our lives. And if this is the first time you are tuning in, hello. My name is Irina Portnova. I'm all about manifestation. How do we consciously manifest, sort of bringing our desires into our life, whether this is self love, whether this is the love with our partner, and anything that you want to manifest? I am here to help you. And I'm here with Dina Alexander, who is our expert in sacred sexual awareness. Dina,
Hi,
just say a couple of words about yourself.
thank you, Irina. I love you. Mwah. Fun day, Mondays. You know all about this. I love this today. I love the Mondays because I have the
Mhm.
opportunity to share a new topic. My
Right.
name is Alexander and I live in Aruba. I am a relationship coach, a personal coach, and a sex coach. I do believe in marrying spirituality and sex. For me, it's very important. And today's topic, I think it's marvelous, and it's
Mhm.
part
Yeah.
two. So
Yeah, we are continuing. I just wanted to say a couple of words, just, like so people can get to know us better on the personal level. Dina, how was your weekend and what did you do?
weekend, I relaxed.
Mhm.
On Saturdays, sorry, on Friday night, I had an event with the elderly on supplements.
Mhm.
And on Saturday morning, I had to work. I had new clients, and the island had a blackout, the first blackout
Mhm.
of the whole year. So something went
Mhm.
off in the plant of the electricity plant. So
Mhm.
I had to. That it's good that the electricity went off
Mhm.
after my second client. The third client I had to reschedule for next week. So
Mhm.
I could relax. I worked in the
Mhm.
garden, and then Sunday I relaxed again, but I took it for myself.
I love it. So as for me, I had a family getaway because we also had the 4th of July in America. It was the Independence Day. So we did travel with the family to see my brother and his family. And then we rented out the house in the mountains in Poconos, not Poconos, in Pennsylvania. And it was beautiful because it was like a river view,
Wow.
like a beautiful landscape and the view. And I just had such a great time, relaxing time. We were eating, we were partying, we were just connecting with each other, staring at the fireplace in the evening and the beautiful starry sky because where I live, it's the air is so polluted you can't even really watch the stars. So just coming back rejuvenated, feeling great, with more power, with more energy. And I just wanted to kind of acknowledge that these times are also super important for us.
Yes. Yes, of course. I love it. I love it that you took that time for yourself. Perfect.
Yes, thank you. So let's dive into the second part because last time, let's just remind our viewers, maybe somebody did not watch the first episode or maybe somebody already forgot what we were talking about. Let's remind, like in a summary, what exactly did we talk last episode?
Yes. Part one, it was all about what the science is letting us know at the moment. It's not what we believed, that the sperm was going to look for the egg
Mhm.
in the baby, in a woman, in a female's womb, but it's the opposite. It's the egg.
Mhm.
It's igniting some chemical and it's
Mhm.
attracting what it wants. It's needed, and
Mhm.
she chooses. The egg chooses. It's not what we thought. So
Mhm.
that was brought into what we are living at the moment. Okay, so we
Mhm.
at the and it was like we were agreeing that should live as the egg, even if you're female or you are male. Okay, so
Mhm.
if you are here for part two and you're listening to us, then you already know this conversation hits something real because you already listened to part one. Something
Mhm.
raw, something powerful, and today we're going even deeper. And this is for the
Mhm.
woman who was done dimming her fire. Okay, because
Mhm.
I think today we're pushing it even further. Um,
Mhm.
see, you already felt the ache of playing small, and now you're ready to rise. That kind of
Mhm.
woman or man. Okay,
Mhm.
in your body, in your bank account, and in your bedroom, you want changes. Okay, I had a
Mhm.
client earlier, and we talk about this. So these changes can be done in the sexual energy, because what's
Mhm.
happening in your bed can happen at your boardroom. Um,
Mhm.
this is sacred. This is sovereign. This is yours. So, anything came up while I was
Yes, my love.
okay?
Something
Tell
came
me.
up as you're sharing. You know what? I'm just thinking we are so blessed to tap to that knowledge because, again, it's not advertised anywhere. The schools don't teach us, the colleges don't teach us. So we end up knowing how to make money, but not how to generate the lifestyle, right? Again, it's even, like for people who are generating great income, it's still a lot of stress, it's still a lot of commitment, it's still a lot of you using your power in exchange for something that like not 100% compensating it, right? And
Yes.
not understanding what the role of sexuality and sexual energy, how to create the freedom that we desire, how to create the lifestyle. This is just, like even if you are listening to these conversations, you already start experiencing the shift. At least you start pondering, at least you become curious. How can I tap to that? How can I change my life so I am staying more in the receiving mode rather than the mode of working hard and constantly rushing through the life on the autopilot?
Yes. Yes. Totally with you. So I want to dive immediately in
Mhm.
the sexual energy, the life force, and the power. Okay.
Mhm.
If you're listening to me or to us, your sexual energy is not just about sex. It is
Mhm.
your life force, your magnetism, your
Mhm.
fire. When it is suppressed, you feel stuck, small. When it flows, you radiate, you create,
Mhm.
you command space just by being.
Mhm.
And if you don't, if you listen to me and you don't agree, I'm not asking you to agree. I'm asking you to test it and let me
Mhm.
know afterwards. This
Mhm.
energy lives in your hips, in the woman's womb, in your breath. It fuels the confidence. It births your vision. It is what helps you speak the damn truth, even when your voice shakes.
Mhm.
So, uh, many women were taught about um, fearing this power. So, you're fearing yourself.
Mhm.
So, I'm asking you to shut it down. We're not here to be polite anymore. We're here to be powerful. And by being powerful, you are authentic. And being authentic is polite. Okay? So I think something came up.
You know what? Something came up, Dina, and this is like the conversation to continue constantly preaching is how a lot of women underestimate their power because a lot of, like They might be raised in the, in the family that they were shut down. They might be raised in the family where, like masculine was always praised and feminine was kind of, always in the shadow. They might be experiencing the partners who undervalue them and underappreciate them. And now, this is my invitation to say that a man without a woman is like a zero without the one. Just think
Yeah.
about it. Zero without the one. Together with a woman, it's a 10, it's a solid 10. Because a lot of times, woman's energy is, acting in the on the backstage, motivating the guys, actually helping them to strive, right, and becomes the inspiration for them to want more from life, to have more desire to be successful, to show up, to just build themselves, right. Again, it all comes from women's power. So why do we shut ourselves down? Why do we allow men to treat us disrespectful? Why do we allow somebody to step on our boundaries? And this is a very important invitation and the message. If you are the woman who still didn't tap to your own power, this is the conversation right now on this episode, just to connect with yourself, with the truth, and know that we are powerful and we can actually ignite this world on a much higher level than men. Sorry, men, but this is true. Feminine energy is super powerful energy, and each woman has it inside of her, but it has to be unleashed and it has to be awakened.
Yes, it has to be awakened. That's
Mm-hmm.
the thing. Because if you don't wake it up, you will be following others. And as
Mm-hmm.
example, there are not so many women out there that have this power awakened. I love that word that you used, Irina.
Yes.
I want to put some emphasis now on the part that the feminine doesn't chase. She attracts.
Mm-hmm.
Attract.
Yep.
Okay? Let's talk about receiving. You know, a lot of women does not are not grateful, or not are not do not have gratitude for receiving, or don't want to receive, because they can do
Mm-hmm.
it all by themselves. They are good enough, they are strong enough. But
Mm-hmm.
we should be open for receiving. Okay, somewhere along the line the world convinced us we had to hustle for love. We had to hustle for love, for money, for attention, for worth. Okay? But the feminine, in the true sense, doesn't chase. She
Mm-hmm.
attracts what she needs. She magnetizes. She
Mm-hmm.
invites. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Not from manipulation like a lot of us is doing, but
Right.
from deep embodiment, and not superficially, by superficial beauty. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When you are grounded in your body, you you know you are enough, just as
Mm-hmm.
you are. You become irresistible,
Mm-hmm.
not because of what you do or how you look, but just because of who you are, or what you are.
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
you stop proving, you stop performing, you start choosing and being chosen by what aligns, just like the egg. Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
I find it beautiful that a client of mine sent me this a short scientific article, and it opened up a lot of new ways to talk about attraction, because inside of us, without automatically, our eggs are attracting, and we should know that. So what comes up?
Mm-hmm. You know what comes up, because the society really shifted, right? So the idea is, like you said, women do not chase. I believe that women ourselves, guilty of the way that men are acting nowadays. Because if women stop chasing these guys, if women had self respect, if women knew their worth, they wouldn't be chasing these guys. Because now everything is like, it's masculine job, it's a man's job to conquer a woman. And I don't care if somebody is going to say I'm old fashioned. It's not about being old fashioned, it's about being real. Because woman, like you mentioned, has to stay in her receiving mode, and a man by his nature is the conqueror, he is the warrior, and he is the one who is the hunter, right? So when everything right now came to the point in a lot of things that I witness, it's always a woman puts the work in. It's always the woman who tries to, like connect something together. It's always the woman who takes the blame on her own. It's always the woman who tries to stay and build that connection. This is all wrong, because this is not a woman's job. Woman's job is to give the love, and for a man to receive it with gratitude and appreciation, and really be there to be like a safe harbor for a woman. But because there are so many unhealed people walking on this planet, so everything is just, like being disturbed. So a lot of times women can't tolerate that pulling, like when the guys are pulling, they just give, and then they're pulling. And this is like that type of the game. I already know it very well. I never participate, and nobody can play this game with me because they're going to be playing by themselves, right? But the point is that you can't allow others to treat you the way you wouldn't desire to be treated. And the more you stand in your power, the more you earn that respect, and you just show men how to be treated. You teach them.
Amen. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm going back to the egg. I love that the way of thinking. So I'm going back to the egg
Right.
that chooses and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't settle, because in that article it is stated that if there are any sperms that it is not what she wants, she will neglect it, or intentionally set it aside.
Rejected.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so she won't settle like the most of women are settling for, because the man has a financial status,
Stability. Mm-hmm.
uh-huh, or because the man is so handsome and doesn't have kids, and she is not um, thinking or attracting what she
Mm.
needs. Okay,
Totally.
so let's get real now. How many times have you settled, Irina? Because I'm going to share mine. So my question: how many times have you settled?
For me, just probably, I mean, I always knew my value. I guess it's my wife's soul. But for the past 10 years in my marriage, I would say I settled, because I just allow things to be the way, although I did not accept them, but I just wanted to, keep the family. And I was always thinking about the good times. I'm that kind of person. I always remember good things more than the bad things. So yes, like the last 10 years for sure, I was settling.
Yes, me too. For the family, for my
Hmm.
kids, I
Hmm.
settled, and but as soon as it was over, I recognized immediately what I don't want. I didn't want anymore. So now the question is for the listeners, the viewers. How many times have you settled for
Hmm.
crumbs? For meh, maybe this is the best I can get. I have clients,
Hmm.
beautiful ladies, that are taking crumbs from their partners, because we live on a small, very small island. So she thinks that she can't get another partner on this island, and it's not the truth, because you're limiting yourself. You don't live on the island. You are on this world. So
Mm-hmm.
if it's needed to go abroad, then you can go abroad. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a story of one of my clients. So
Yeah,
let's go.
and you know what, Dina, I just wanted to point out, if I wasn't, if I didn't have somebody opening my eyes, right? Again, we can't see what we can't see, because again, we were not wired to see our own blind spots. So basically, it takes another person. If I didn't do the inner work, if I didn't start become curious and looking for better life, I would be still sitting where I was, right? And the idea is, it's all about just really start questioning deep questions. Am I happy where I am right now? And if the answer is no, then what can I do to make it better, right? Again, it's just that fear that keep us frozen. But once we go past that fear, understanding there is never the lack in the universe. There is more than enough soulmates, by the way. It's not just one person who can come to you. We all have a lot of soulmates, and it's all about when we meet them, based on our frequency of vibration, right? So once you understand that, truth, right? Not the fact, but the truth. Once you connect to that truth, there is nothing to be fear but fear itself.
Yes, yes. So going back to settling, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's an energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's an energy, and that settling leaks your power. By
Mm-hmm.
settling, you are leaking your power.
Mm-hmm.
By choosing, truly choosing, means you're willing to walk away from anything
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't serves you, or doesn't match your frequency. And that's the
Totally.
way we should live, without any fear. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
about perfection, it's about alignment. And we
Mm-hmm.
were told it's about perfection, good financial status, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but it
Mm-hmm.
is a lot about the perfect alignment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Being in love, this might mean like letting go of someone who checks all the boxes on paper but leaves your soul starving.
Mm-hmm.
I A lot of us are living that way. We think we are in love, but our soul are starving. So maybe you should sit for a while with this information. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
in business, it could mean saying no to a safe job and
Mm-hmm.
yes to a dream job, maybe a riskier one, but it
Mm-hmm.
identifies you, it excites you, it gives you all it gives you all the chances for all the cells in your body to live.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we should live. So why do we have fear? Yeah, it is domestication. Choose, and if you live like this, you are choosing to act um, in devotion of yourself towards yourself. Okay, you're devoted to the authentic self. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
settling is an act of forgetting who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very important. And look how beautiful an egg and a sperm brought us to this conversation.
Right?
I love it.
Totally.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
Yeah.
something else come up in you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, like, it's good to just kind of have the conversation around what women's power, what manpower is, and how can we complement each other. Because again, as we mentioned at the beginning, that there is a feminine and masculine energies in each one of us. But we as women, of course, we can survive on our own. Of course, if we step into our masculine energy, we can do it all by ourselves. But then the point is, the question is, why would I need a man then?
Yes. 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 No, I don't think we should live like that. We should be out there taking risks, living our lives, sharing ourselves in a relationship or not, instead of being at home, being safe. I
Totally.
would I, I I would like to take what's happening in Texas as an example. Um, they thought they were safe. Okay, so no. So let's go another part I wanted to talk about um, look, passion, prosperity is a sacred union. I'm going to say it again. Passion and prosperity is a sacred union. I had a client a couple of hours ago, and he stated to me, "No, he want to prosper. He want to prosper, more, be more money flowing in." And I asked him, "How is your intimacy going? Is there passion? Is there any passion in yourself, in your relationship? Because it comes both ways. Okay,
Yes.
you need
Mm-hmm.
for yourself. I'm not talking about entire day masturbating. I'm not talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Loving yourself doesn't mean that. Okay, so and he said he is lacking in that area. So you can never that those two go hand in hand for you to get that sacred union and get the money in, getting that love in, getting whatever you want in. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, they are sisters, they are brothers, they are woven. When you allow yourself to feel deeply, to live fully, you open channels
Mm-hmm.
to receive money, opportunities, to receive miracles. Okay,
Totally.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's what the egg is looking for. Okay, to have that special sperm to to ignite that special part of her. Okay,
Mm-hmm. I
um
love that. I love that because
go ahead.
this is like always, like saying about passion and prosperity, how everything is kind of intertwined. Because I have the masterclass tomorrow. It's all about creating cash on demand. And again, yes, you gotta love what you're doing. You have to be passionate about it because when your energy is active, you draw people into your space.
Yes, yes, I love it. I love it. We had a part two because if we left this part out, I think the whole story of the egg and the sperm would not be as an
Completed.
example to live that way. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Totally.
as a final tip that I can give the listeners, the audience, the viewers, is learn to love deeply,
Mm-hmm.
learn to create widely, learn to receive fully,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
never
love it.
apologize for how powerful you are. I think that's how you live like an egg in a womb, in a female womb.
Whew. Super powerful. Love it. Awesome conclusion. Well, Dina, thanks so much again for amazing episode and for creating that space for people. And hey, we would love to hear your comments. Don't be the strangers. If you are watching, at least say hi in the comments so we know that we grabbed your attention. And we have a very interesting topic next time coming along. And for you to find out, tune in and you'll discover. Thank you so much, Dina. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and everybody is amazing day. And continue manifesting through sexual energy, and continue getting to know yourself better because everything starts from within. Thank you, and have a beautiful day. See you
Bye
next
bye.
time. Bye.